Whatever you want now. Good shooting, guys.
We got him.
The last gasp of summer starts migrating birds south, while the rise of autumn brings other travelers north. Waterfowlers like John De Palma and Steve Farris, eager to begin the season at the end of the Duck Hunter's Road. They'll meet Sean, Mann, and Scott Christopher, men who have forgotten more about the fine art of calling than most ever knew.
Sean's calling is always stunning. Nice shot.
Truly, these guys are pros.
Calling is my form of music. Now. Go ahead, Steve. There you go.
Final few seconds of the approach is when it gets, to be the most exciting for me.
Now.
The road to Alberta leads first to a rendezvous with waterfowl calling maestro Sean Mann, a world goose calling champion and the owner of many regional duck calling championship trophies.
The music of fall to me has always been the sounds of geese and ducks. If you just sit and listen, there's a beautiful musical quality to what they do.
Also in a final approach blind will be Scott Christopher, who plays second fiddle to no one when the geese are in the air.
The one big thing for me and what makes me so passionate is the calling. And Canada geese are so callable on some days that they just react so well to the call. It's almost like you can get them right on a string.
The northern migration's final leg leads to an early morning wake-up call before the moment of truth.
Well, I think we're ready to go. The skies are beautifully clear today. There's wind, going to be wind out of the south-southeast, probably 10 to 15 miles an hour. Sean said we're in a field today that had snows, blues, some blacks, speckled bellies, and some ducks. Might not see a great deal of Canadas today, but man, I am so excited to shoot snows. It's been about 10 years since I've shot a snow, so I am so ready to go. Come on, let's hit the field.
Silhouette Decoys and Me by Sean Mann. I've bored a lot of people to tears with my decoy strategy.
Sean famously hunts the X pattern. There's reasons for doing that. The X pattern allows you different holes in different places.
With this, there's space everywhere.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is that the birds if the birds are inclined to come in, then they come in first pass.
Okay.
Like this.
I've hunted with John a couple times, I guess. John's come to Nebraska to hunt with me. We had a pretty good hunt last year out of some land of mine.
Now.
There you go. Nice shot. Great shot. Way to go.
Tough to get
That
at.
a girl, Mac. That a girl, Mac.
Sean's calling is always stunning.
Now.
And it takes a good musician to be a good duck caller. And I don't think every good duck caller knows that, or goose caller. But that's a musical deal, and most of those guys that do it well are actually musically talented.
Now. Nice shot.
That's a goose.
I make my own calls. One of the things that I blow here most of the time is called a shorty. It's a short reed Canada goose call. I blow it for big geese, little geese, everything in between, and I use it's a Canada goose call, and I use a Canada goose call most of the time because with geese, much like with ducks, a Canada goose call will call most of the species, and with a duck call, a mallard call most of the species of ducks. So I'll lean heavily on a Canada goose call here. I make a speck call that works real well, and I make a snow goose call that works real well too. And I use both of them kind of interchangeably. If the Canada goose call isn't really doing the trick, or if someone else is blowing a Canada call, I'll switch over to the speck call or the snow goose call to add some flavor to what's going on.
Oh yeah!
They're falling. They're falling.
That wasn't too bad.
Now, to me, calling is my form of music. I've grown up with it. I love it. I love to listen to the birds and to make sounds that sound like them. I mean, whether their sounds are good, bad, or indifferent, to me it's the music of my life.
Get ready.
You know, you can have the best guy, like a Sean Mann, like a Scott Christopher, like a Steve Farris calling these birds in for you, but if you don't get up at the right moment and hit that bird, it's kind of a total waste. So you really have to be on your game, even if you're not calling, to make sure that you make the shot and to make a clean kill as well.
Let's go.
Lead off, guys.
More good stuff to come out of the wide Alberta skies.
Hole where the guys have told us the last couple of days this hole has been filled with mallards and pintail. We're going to set out some floater decoys. Wind from the south, the birds will have to fly in it.
Go.
And he's down. Breezy came nice. That is so beautiful when you see that iridescent green head that's got purples and blues in it, and then they dump down those beautiful orange feet.
For me, calling is a huge thing. I'm a call junkie.
Come on, give us the turn, boys.
For me, calling the birds and seeing the birds react to the call is one of the most fascinating things I've ever done, and I still do. That's what hooked me in the beginning. You know, you see some birds out at a distance, and you know, you hit the call and they react in a positive way. You know, that just gets my heart pumping. That gets me excited. I usually get out of breath, and you know, it's just that's the hunt for me. It's the chase. It's the pursuit.
Oh, man.
Wait. Okay, guys.
Look at him fall.
Look at that.
Our days in Alberta here could vary. I've been fortunate to spend a little bit of time here since I've been working with Sean. And this trip, you know, I've anticipated this trip because I always anticipate the migration that is here in Alberta.
There we go. Nice shot, Steve.
Now,
Take him. There we go.
baby.
There.
Now!
Oh!
All right.
Meat off the plate, brother. I want to be done.
Oh, thank you.
I think I'll just sit down from now on and
Oh.
watch the whole thing unfold.
Man, this is fun. Both Scott Christopher and Sean Mann were calling today, and truly these guys are pros, and you can obviously see that some of what Sean does runs off on Mr. Scott Christopher. He is such a great caller, makes his own calls, competes in world championships. This was actually the first time that I've been able to hunt with Sean, and hopefully it won't be my last, because if invited back, I would come back here in a minute. All right. Wow.
Another one going down over here.
Yeah, got
Follow
him,
this
Steve.
one.
Go ahead, Steve!
Oh. There you go. Nice shooting, bud. May I, Sean?
Take him, Steve. You got them both.
There you go. How about that?
All right. Nice shot.
Oh!
All right.
A good day it's been.
Wow. It was a great
John,
day.
how about that? You know, it's a classic day where things not working out for a bit, something changes. Big geese are flying. Great day. Can't thank you enough. Second year up here with you, and look forward to it for a year. Great stuff. John,
Big show. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
once again.
My friend,
great
great to see you. Until next time.
Steve,
Yeah, man. Always good hunting. Great calling, you guys, man. I learned so much coming up.
Thank you, John.
In the essay Goose Music, Aldo Leopold wrote, "I have a ticket to the symphony, but if I had to choose, I would forgo the experience for the sight of the big gander that sailed honking into my decoys this morning." The song remains the same in a bird hunter's journal.